What is going on, Yeousch Recruits? My name is Shino775, and I'm bringing you some Revolution X gameplay. Now, just to give you all just a little bit of a backstory on Revolution X, originally it was an arcade hit. It came out around 94, 95, and it got ported out to various systems like arcade hits usually do. And I believe it was the PS1, the Super Nintendo, and the Sega Genesis that got ported out to. And what you are watching right now is actually the PS1 gameplay. And I remember playing this game as a kid and really playing a lot of these kind of retro games as a kid. Things like Super Mario, Tetris, Kirby, Mortal Kombat. All these really old games that you don't really see that often anymore, and if you do see them, they're usually on like XBLA or PSN, or they've been on another disc or something, or remade into an HD collection, all that. But really, they still kind of hold a kind of nostalgic feel when you play them, or when you actually see gameplay of it. Recently, I picked up the Simpsons arcade game, and I've been playing the living hell out of that, and it's really brought back memories. I can still remember myself back when I was like 10, 11, going to like Chuck E. Cheese's and just putting in so many tokens into their Simpsons arcade cabinet, and just honestly playing that until like, you know, we had to leave or whatever. And then even games with like Super Mario, playing that on my Super Nintendo on my old standard definition TV where you have to turn the knobs and all that, and all that crazy stuff. And it's really kind of cool that they're bringing all these old games back for a new generation, because many of these new generation people are only knowing about things such as Call of Duty or Battlefield, or, you know, all these first-person shooters that are just, you know, flooding the market right now. And really just going back to these old retro games kind of gives people a challenge. Things like Mega Man. I remember the first few Mega Mans were really hard, actually, and if you were able to beat them with like very few lives lost, then you were good at the game. And even now, they're being some of the hardest games to play because people are too used to how new games are playing. And also, there's kind of a thing with the secrets. If you could figure out what the secrets were, you know, you might have been able to get it from like an old gaming magazine you had. I remember like Nintendo Power used to do that stuff where they would give you like secrets on the game, where to find a secret item, or, you know, an Easter egg or something like that. And nowadays people can just go on the internet and easily find something that they didn't really know about, which is kind of different from the old retro kind of style. I remember even in Revolution X, there's these things called wings, and you'll be seeing them around the gameplay, where you go and find band members of Aerosmith, and you go and shoot them, of course, for some reason, and you end up collecting their wings. And the wings are things you kind of need for the end of the game, but also for your score, because they multiply your score by 1. So you'll get like, I don't know, 40,000 in a level, and you get like 2 wings or something. So multiply that by 2. Well, actually, no, multiply that by 3. So you'll be getting like, let's see, if my math's correctly, it should be like 120,000 or something like that. But that's really aside from the point. And there's like many little things that you may have missed as a kid, where now if you go back to it, you can easily go and find it. Things like, let's see, what would be a good example of that? Things like the Mario's secret levels, where you would go and try to find where would be the secret exit to go and get into that next level, where it was like a secret cave, or maybe just a gem room, or not even a gem room, it'd be like a coin room or something, or maybe like a power-up room. And just having those kind of different feelings is kind of different, because I still remember me trying to figure out where exactly all these wings were and how to get them, and what certain criteria you had to do to get those things. And it's very different nowadays than back then. And then also understanding like the story and the characters. Back then I didn't really understand too much of the characters or the story in this game. I just knew it was some band, they played music, and, you know, I'm just going and trying to rescue them and all that. And now I can actually understand, oh, you know, you know, these are the members of Aerosmith, and this was a pretty happening rock group, and all that. And there's various other games that was like that. I do remember this game called Shadow Madness for the PS1. It was a RPG similar to Final Fantasy. And I remember back when I was a kid, I played the living hell out of that. It was a very cheap game. Got it at a GameStop for about $5. And I didn't understand the story. I didn't understand the characters. I didn't even understand like what special traits they had. But I was able to beat that game when I was a kid. And then I tried to go back to it a few months ago, and I couldn't understand it at all. I couldn't understand the characters. I knew what their skills were. I couldn't understand the story. but I just couldn't understand how exactly the gameplay went. And it seemed easy when I was a child, and now I can't even figure it out as an adult. So that's always just something weird, I guess. But also going back to these HD remakes and just seeing them going back on like an actual hard disk or going onto a like a virtual download, so to say. Just seeing them kind of remade is a bit different, but again, it's something of like new to old or old to new, and just seeing that and being able to still play it on a home console online with other people across the world, and having things like trophies and achievements that were never really there in the first place, and sometimes they're just secrets. I know in the Metal Gear Solid HD remake and the Simpsons remake, a lot of the secrets are actually achievements, and that's kind of a little tie-in, I guess, to help people figure out the secrets that some people couldn't understand without actually finding them in a book or finding them out from a friend that found them, and just having things like that is quite different. And let's see, this gameplay is almost going to wrap up, so I'd just like to say thank you for watching. And if you like my style of commentary or would like to see more retro style games, because I do have a few of them over on my channel, so I'd feel welcome if any of you would just go over there and take about, I don't know, 5 minutes of your time just to go and check out my channel, watch my videos, and all that good stuff. And also, I'd just like to say, Yeousch damn it, and goodbye.